All right, cool. Hey guys, so I'm going to do some live Apple reviews of products I've never seen before. I'm going to review them with fresh eyes and give honest feedback. So let's jump right in. Let me grab the first link. Okay. Here we go. Script Forge. Video scripts in seconds, not hours. Generate full-length video scripts, SEO descriptions, and SRT subtitles. I don't know what SRT is. Let me look it up really quick. What is SRT? Secure, reliable transport, subrip, subtitle file. Okay, I guess that's some type of file format for subtitles. All in one place. Choosing your style, let AI write, then export to PDF, Word, or start recording with the built-in teleprompter. Okay, this is cool. Let's see, visualization here, what the product looks like. That looks like a chatbot. Okay, it's nice to be able to see something, to get a sense of there being a real product here that looks nice. 3 steps to your perfect script. Pick your style, AI writes your script, export and record. Everything you need to script like a pro. Okay, I mean, I get it. I get the basic concept. I'm curious to see what the output is, and I'm curious what the whole record aspect is like. I don't know if I'll be able to record while I'm already doing screen share and all that, but we'll see. Okay, start free. Sign up. Sure, I'll sign up. Okay, so I'm dropped right in the tool. Tone, so there's different tones I can choose from. Language, I know this is English. What is TH? Thai, okay. English or Thai. I can choose the video duration, nice. Templates, okay, let's say product review, professional, generate video script. Now what? I feel kind of stuck here. I'm not really sure what to do next. Yeah, like totally not sure what's next here. Example. Oh, am I supposed to type something here? How to build a SaaS. Okay. Live review and feedback for Script Forge AI. That was the missing piece. I almost totally missed that. So you got to make that much more clear that that's a required next step. All right, so it looks like it fed some information into a model here. I've got a script that's been generated, word count, estimated time. So there's a hook, introduction, ease of use and interface, script quality and customization, time savings and efficiency. Okay, so the hook, you ever started a blank screen, wondering how to turn your video into polished production. I'm just gonna read this. So I could copy this. So it's a full script for what I could say. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm a video content creator who produces everything from short. Okay. So I'm noticing like some of these sections have this little camera icon and some don't. And I thought maybe, like, I'm not sure why all of them don't. I thought maybe that was indicating that I can record something for these sections, but I'm not sure. And it looks like I can add or adjust. Add or adjust. sorry, just adjust, improve, or continue the script. Copy all. Let me see what the output of that looks like. Cool. Like, yeah. Copied all the sections with headers and the script. That's cool. What is this description tab? Video description. Oh, with timestamps. Okay, cool. So like you can use this as your YouTube video description or what have you. This is cool. This is helpful. The landing page talked about the ability to record, and these icons sort of allude to that also. So maybe this just isn't quite done yet. Actions. Oh, teleprompter. Okay. This is interesting. This could have totally been missed. So I can play this. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is cool too. It turns the script into a teleprompter. I can probably use this. Let's see. I can export. Let's see, PDF. Cool. That seems to work. I'm not sure why I guess I would need that. So once you go to this PDF view, okay, it opened in a separate page. That's cool. So let me close this. What else can I say? I mean, I think this is pretty cool. I like this. Hopefully there's something you can take. I'm going to move on because I spent a lot of time on this one. Okay, next product, K-Brain. Make your AI more relevant. Use expert brains or build one in minutes. Connect it to Claude, ChatGPT, or any MCP compatible assistant. Explore top knowledge bases. Okay. So you have this carousel of cards kind of auto rotating, but there's no way, it doesn't seem like there's any way to jump ahead if I want to. So that would be nice. Google Drive folder sync, One Brain, use cases, real estate investors, synced French rental regulations, content creator, package 3 years of newsletters into a public brain. I think it's good that you have like use cases called out here. Immediately, I'm just trying to think of more concrete problems this could solve because it seems very vague. Like the hero text is very vague. Make your AI more relevant. Use expert brains or build one in minutes. Yeah, and I mean, is this any different than feeding context into whatever agent you use? If so, it would be good to clarify that. Help us understand why we can't easily achieve the same thing in whatever chat agent we're using. Okay, so, okay, I see these cards kind of correlate to the use cases down here. It'd be nice if these use cases were clickable. And if you could see some example conversation from each use case to get a sense of kind of the answers that these provide. Build your own brain. Okay, if I go to explore the marketplace, I think it's cool that you have a marketplace of these brains to potentially talk to. Cold start assistant for indie developers. Let's try this one. Okay, I have to sign in. I don't have an account. Okay, receive a sign-in code. So maybe this will just work. Full name. Why do you need my full name? I am a brain. I guess what's the use case for that? I'm a brain, I'm a user, I'm both. It's not really clear what that means. I'm a brain. Okay, send sign-in code. Let me look at my email. Okay, got it. Use KBrain with MCP. I don't really want to do this right now. I just want to test it out. About this brain, what you can ask, give me a concrete plan to get my first 10 users in 2 weeks. Man, it'd be great if I could just click this and see the response, or even just show an example response rather than a live one. Either would be great. What you can use it for. This is nice. Okay, so these work through MCP servers, I guess. I would have to copy this URL and add it to my agent. I guess that's cool. Gallery. Okay, great. So it's nice that you're using the gallery to show these examples. I feel like you can tie that into the UI a little bit also. Get what is available in Notion and guide me in how this brain can practically help. Who is KBrain for? Anyone with domain expertise of brain. I guess this is kind of clarifying that sign up flow. Like if you're indicating that you're a brain, you're someone that has some domain knowledge. I think the label and the terminology you're using in the sign up flow is just a little unfamiliar to a new user to say I'm a brain. It wasn't clear what that meant. I think, you know, the idea of capturing your knowledge somewhere, that's cool. How do I create a knowledge base? What formats can I upload? Can I connect KBrain to Claude? Use KBrain for your browser. Browsing and subscribing to public knowledge bases is free. Creating and publishing brains is also free during the current phase. Okay, I get it. I'm not, so high level feedback. I don't, at this point, have confidence that I can't achieve something similar without KBrain and just telling my agent, for example, to behave as these things, to behave as a content creator or behave as a real estate investor with whatever specific classifications when it's answering to me, when it's answering me. You know, why can't I just do that? Does KBrain give me more? And if so, just clarify that here. Help build up confidence and trust that this is actually something better than what I already have access to. I think that would go a long way. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I have for now, but I think this is cool. Like this makes sense, it works. That's the feedback I have for now. So I'm gonna move on to the next one. I hope that's helpful in some way. All right. Manage Linux servers, deploy faster, sleep better, control ops. Cool. Manage Linux servers. With the AI terminal, file manager, one-click deployment, 100% local, your credentials never leave your machine, no agents, free trial. I get what this does. So that part, the hero text is pretty clear. I guess well, let me keep reading. Everything you need to manage servers. File manager. Is this immediately? I wonder if this data is real. And if it is, it would be good to show some real people or companies using this. Why engineers choose control ops. One app, 100% local, native fast, AI assistance built in, cloud keys needed, never, works offline, yes. How does it work offline, I wonder? Deploy anywhere, manage everything, AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, DigitalOcean, connects to any server over SSH. I mean, this is interesting. Native Linear Machine SSH server keys and credentials never touch a cloud. That's good. No cloud keys required. Linear SSH key never. Fully local privacy. One hope. No cloud bridge. Maybe this is supposed to say one hop. Simple pricing. Okay, you have different currencies here. Maybe you can just automatically detect my region or my currency to default to that selection. $7 a month, $7 annually. Is there a free tier? Okay, you have 1 month free trial. Cool. I think, I get this. I think it's an interesting product. It's well explained. I'm trying to think of any feedback. I would actually have to go and use this for a while to give you actionable feedback about the product itself. And I'll probably follow up and do that. I'm not going to do it today. And I think you've done well with the landing page. Let me check these links. Okay, cool. YouTube, just making sure these all work. Oh, nice. You've got a demo video. Yeah, you've got a bunch of videos here on YouTube, which seem really helpful to help clarify the product. I wonder if you've tried making space for these in the landing page somewhere. That could be helpful. Okay, I am going to move on. I think you've done well here. Nice job. This one is loading slow. T7 Systems. The Solana Traders home screen. Price, trending, fresh launches, and rug checks. Rug checks. I'm not sure what that is. Trade any of it on T7 Pilot Bot. A flat 0.75%, no subscription. Okay, Solana price, top 24-hour gainer, 22,000%. Is that real? Network throughput, trending on Solana, troll poop. Okay, I don't know what this stuff is. Cryptocurrencies, I assume. I'm not super familiar with Solana. I guess someone who is into Solana, this will be more clear for them. Paste a CA, safety check, paste a Solana token address, our products. Yeah, I guess the feedback I have here is if you want to capture attention and usage from people who are not already Solana experts, you would need to change your approach. Because someone like me who's not super familiar with Solana, like I know cryptocurrency a little bit, but I don't know Solana. So if you want to like capture people like me and have them become users and convert, you need to explain this a little bit more in common terms. Like, why do I want to use this? What is the really painful problem that this solves for me or for your target customer? Maybe that could be more clear. Yeah, let's see. The blog, instructions, trade Solana on autopilot. Security, docs. Okay. That's the feedback I'll leave here. I feel like my feedback on the rest won't be super helpful because I'm just not that familiar with Solana. So hopefully there's something you can take from that. Let me grab the next project. All right, let me turn on my fan. 1 second. It's getting hot. Okay, next project. Quotes flow problem. Okay, quotes flow. Problem is a nav link. Okay, so here's just a little nav layout issue. When the window gets a little bit more narrow, these nav items are kind of butting up against the product name. And there's not a lot of space here. You might have to drop some of these nav items when the window gets narrow or condense into like a hamburger menu or something like that. All right, your customer quote is only as good as your supplier pricing. Okay. Quote flow helps product-based teams request supplier prices, track responses, compare costs, manage supplier contacts, and turn pricing chaos into faster, better quotes. Supplier pricing, RFQ management. Customer quote is only as good as your supplier price. Okay. Let's see. So some more layout issues on the narrow screen. So in general, you might want to just revisit the landing page on a kind of like mobile size screen or more narrow screen. You could see issues here and issues here. Customer request. This seems like kind of a niche product, like for people in a very specific business or like role. Like this is not something I do or I'm familiar with, like having supplier pricing, managing supplier contacts and things like that. But it kind of makes sense. Part of quoting is often what happens before the quote. When a customer asks for a price, your team first has to find the right supplier, request updated pricing, wait for responses, compare costs, check availability, protect margin, move fast enough to win the deal. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, that work is usually scattered across inboxes, spreadsheets, supplier portals, old PDFs. Okay, so it's like a management tool for all this information. That makes sense. I'm surprised if there aren't solutions for this already. One workspace for the supplier pricing, work behind every quote. From pricing chaos to quote ready clarity. A simpler way to get from customer request to supplier pricing to final quote. Okay, I mean, generally makes sense. I think, like I said, I'm not in the target customer group. I think what could help here, I mean, this comes off as a new product. I don't know if you have existing users. If you do, you should definitely celebrate that and call them out and try to get testimonials. But if not, like that's the biggest hurdle, is getting those first few users to invest their time in using this, learning how to use it, actually using it. Like that's a time investment. And to convince people to do that, there needs to be some proof or some trust established. And maybe one way to do that is to bring yourself into the product. Like you probably understand this business and this problem if you're building this solution. Like maybe you could have a video on your landing page describing your product and showing your face and explaining how you came to solve this. Like, what is your background? This will help tell the story about why you are uniquely positioned to help solve this problem, and explain the product a bit. And I think that could be one thing that helps build up trust and gets people to try this potentially. Yeah. All right. I hope that's helpful. I'm going to move to the next one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still have 5 to go. First 2, get found long after launch. Turn your launch into a permanent SEO optimized product page discoverable on Google for months, not just on launch day. Show up on Google, optimize pages that rank, own another search result for your brand name, earn quality backlinks. Okay, I've seen similar things. Reach real founders, advertise where innovators actually pay attention. 100,000 monthly page views. Launch your project, claim your spot, happy horse. Okay. How difficult is it to put my product here? Let's see. My projects, submit a project. Project info. Okay. BetaBloom.app. Project name, short description. So yeah, right away, I think you can extract some of this stuff from the URL itself. Looking at the Open Graph tags, you can get a project title or name. You can get a description, at least to pre-fill these and let the user change them if they want. But that could help save a lot of time. That would be a nice feature. Okay, short description. Find first users. Get early feedback. Community for indie founders. Logo or image, sure. Why not? Here we go. Cover image. Yeah, again, like you could extract this stuff, some good defaults from the Open Graph tags. That would be really nice, but let me go take a screenshot at least. And the other thing is like drag and drop would be really nice to have. If I can drag an image onto cover image, that would be cool. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Next. Detailed description. Free launch slots are currently fully booked. No free launch slots within the next 180 days. Well, that's kind of lame. You made me invest some time and I potentially can't even use this. Yeah, detailed description. Again, like just grab this from Open Graph tags or generate it for me. Generate a default for me, at least pre-fill it. Categories, same. Like you can infer categories from the page itself. Let's see. I have to pick something. Media and publishing, marketing tools. We'll go with that. Pricing, free. Discount info, no platform, web. Okay, social link, nah. Launch date. Free launch, selected. Get your product listed for free, be ready to wait, 5 slots daily, queue 180 days, possible 1 do follow backlink. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm definitely not interested in paying. Free. So is there any date that is selectable here? Like if it's even possible for me to select a date, like just give me the give me the next available date here. Don't make me search the calendar. But it doesn't seem like there's anything I can pick. Can I submit? Please select a launch date. I can't. It's not letting me submit because I have to select a launch date, but it doesn't let me select a launch date. So I think that's worth fixing. I don't know, maybe you want it to be that way, but that's kind of annoying for someone to go through the process and now I can't submit, I can't save any of my progress or my work here. So I would fix that. Okay, going on to the next one. Amical, type 4 times faster with your voice. Sweet. I like that. AI-powered speech to text that auto formats your dictation for any app. Okay. I mean, right away, I get what it is. I like that you're showing me kind of what it looks like. Experience the future of dictation, local and cloud models. Choose from powerful cloud-based AI models or run everything locally for maximum privacy and control. Custom vocabulary, multi-language support, smart context. Powered by Gen AI, basic speech recognition. Rights IQ, intelligent context, smart formatting. How much does it cost? Download now. Apple Silicon and Intel. Okay, I'm downloading it. I'm interested to try this out. I'm not using voice to text today in my development workflow, but I've been wanting to play with that. So I will give this a try. I'm not going to do a review on the Mac app today. So let me just quickly look if there's anything else I can get feedback on. I mean, I think the landing page is really clear. I'm really curious about pricing. Like it can't just be totally free, right? So you should show that. Oh, we are open source. That's awesome. I would make that more prominent. I think that is really appealing that this is an open source project. And like, you know, 1.2 thousand stars, 100 forks. All of that helps build up some trust in this project. I would feature that a little bit more prominently here on the landing page. Because until I saw that, for all I know, this is like a really new project, not many people using it, but the GitHub tells a way different story. So you might want to highlight that. Okay, here we go. Pricing. Yeah, pricing. Free, unlimited local dictation forever. Well, that's cool. What models does it use? All local models, fast cloud models. Okay, so you could do unlimited local and then a cap on cloud-based models, and that's free. That's pretty cool. That seems like a good free tier. And then if you want unlimited cloud dictation, you've got to pay. I wonder how big the difference is. Is this a matter of performance or transcription quality? You know, I don't know if that's something to call out here or not, but right away I'm curious, like how that differs from local and cloud-based, the performance, the latency, and the transcription quality. Compare plans in detail. All right, I'm pretty excited to try this out actually. What else can I look at here? Blog. Cool. Let me see if these work. Yep. Cool. That's a long article. Okay. Mobile beta. Privacy policy. Terms. Docs. Okay. Changelog. And that goes right to GitHub. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if this is going to go to a different domain, you might want to just open it in a new window. Potentially, it's a small thing. Download, Discord, GitHub. Nice. All right. Well, I'm not sure what else I can say. Hopefully this was helpful in some way. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. All right, going to the next one. How long have we been going so far? 40 minutes. Okay. Prompt anatomy, AI practical system. Okay, so the nav is kind of, there's some layout issues on a more narrow screen. something to look into. Choose a plan. System status stable. Stop talking, start building. Prompt Anatomy is a practical system for working with AI tools, agents, and automation. Okay, so right away, it's not at all clear what problem this is solving. I would clarify that in the hero text. What do I get? What is this product giving me? Stop talking, start building. That's way too vague. And even the line below that, Prompt Anatomy is a practical system for working with AI tools, agents, practical system for working with. Just so vague. So like maybe you clarify this more. You probably do clarify this more further down in the landing page, but these are the first things that people look at. And if it's not speaking to them or grabbing them right away, they're just going to jump and do something else or just not invest their time here. So I think these could be better. Let's see. From random answers to predictable outcomes. Save up to 50% of time on everyday tasks. 115 vetted templates for real business processes. Okay, still don't understand. Choose a plan. 500 plus already learning the 6-block method. I don't trust that. Like if this is not true, just remove it. If it is true, like show me some people. Live feed, Meta, role, senior AI strategist, context, create a marketing strategy, schema, clear structure, system initializing. Okay. Prompt Anatomy. Prompt Anatomy is an operating system for working with AI. Instead of random prompts, you get structure, 6-block methodology, a template, library, practical guide to building GPTs, agents, and automation. Meta, input, output, reasoning. Okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit more what this is. Like it's providing some structure to prompt inputs and output as a result. Breakdown, engineering, scale. Get access to training, prompt library, and 6-block methodology. Yeah, I mean, I'm not at the point where this feels like something I need to buy. Like I'm not totally understanding the problems this solves for me. So that could just be more clear with concrete examples. Choose your direction. Ready-made prompts and workflow templates, content system, marketing content prompts and templates, view system. Try without signing up. Copy mini prompt. Start with prompt 1. Replace audience pain point, your US market. Build a 30-day plan using 4 pillars. Input, audience, pain point. So prompt templates. Copy prompt. Okay. I'm trying to think of what feedback I can give. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's helpful. Just being much more precise with exactly the problem and pain point this is solving, what I'm getting from this product. More concrete examples would be helpful. Like what is something someone might input into an agent today and what kind of output they might get versus show me the kind of side by side what it looks like with Prompt Anatomy and how much better that output is. That could go a long way, coming up with some concrete examples and sort of comparing how the results are much better with Prompt Anatomy. Okay, I hope that helps. moving on. I have 2 more projects to look at. Okay, so this one has some videos. Sanav, not Sanav, don't save aspirations. Shop now. Your favorite celebrity influencer outfits checked out with no hassle. How it works. Search for celebrity, influencer, movies, TV show names. Okay, you find a celebrity. Provide WIT curated links of the outfits. Okay, so I get a link to the outfit. Complete your purchase. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's not really something I would use, but I get it. I get there's probably a lot of people out there who would be like this would be really helpful for them. What people are saying. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to try it out. Like I want to be able to put in a celebrity name, show me some outfits of theirs, show me how you can link me to a purchase. If that all works end to end, that's pretty awesome. All right, sign in with Google, sure. Okay, I'm in. Browse by category. Oh, is it all? Okay, movies. Didn't find an outfit. Okay, so there's like there's kind of a set of people here to choose from. I was hoping I can just search, but it looks like there's specific people in the library. And like, I'm not familiar with all these celebrities. I don't know if this is, like these don't look like these are not American celebrities. So I'm sure that's why I don't know these people, but let me try it regardless. Okay, retro, PJ Paul Jones, retro. So here's the sweater he's wearing, and then I have a link to Amazon right here. Okay. The product's unavailable, but this is cool. It kind of worked. I get it. I get the idea of the product, and it's working. Like I was able to look at celebrities. I was able to get to a product. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like I feel like the landing page did a good job of explaining what this is. I was able to try this right away. Maybe you'll lose some people who don't want to sign up right off the bat. Like maybe you can, before people sign up, let them browse the celebrities a little bit and see some examples of the outfits they can purchase, and that could convince them to make that step to sign up. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say that could be helpful. Well done with this. I'm going to move to the next one. Okay, Snoo News. Stop scrolling, start sleeping. Snoo News turns the day's top news into a personalized audio sleepcast built for busy professionals who need to stay informed without the midnight anxiety spiral. Do I listen to this while I'm sleeping? 4 steps to better rest. Pick your categories. Choose the news topics you care about. Choose your narrator. Set the sound. Press play and drift off. Okay. Listen to it while you're falling asleep. It's kind of cool. There's some layout issues on the landing page here. Right away, like I get what this is. The layout issues that I see here, just make you wonder how refined the final product is and how well it's going to work. So I would definitely fix those. I don't want to sign up. It'd be cool if you had some recordings pre-made and I could just listen to those here, like a collection of
recordings. Maybe you have different archetypes, like types of people, like, you know, types of people who might use this, and you have a couple recordings for each one based on what their interest might be. I think that's what's really missing, is like, I want to see the quality of the output here before I make that jump to actually sign up and try it out. Beta feedback, share your feedback, App Store download, Apple. Okay. Cool. I hope that helps. All right. Those are the 10 projects I wanted to review today. I hope that's helpful, and we'll do this again soon. All right. Thanks, everyone. See ya.